PSG. I want to thank you. PSG. You have saved every football fan. PSG. Thank you so very much. Because Arsenal, the way you played today is haram, is diabolical. It is a disgrace. You man should be embarrassed. Embarrassed. You man parked the bus for 120 minutes. 27% of possession the whole game. That is embarrassing. It is a final. And you man play like that. And you man thought you deserved to lift this trophy. Playing that way. Like, are you okay? Are you okay? Arteta, is this what you call good football? You're ruining the brand of football. This is not football. Not football. So again, I say it. Thank you, PSG. You have saved football. You have saved us. You have saved us. So thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, PSG wins the Champions League back to back. What an accomplishment. What an accomplishment. They beat Arsenal on penalties 4-3. It was 1-1 full time in the game. And listen, they got the job done. They got the job done. And Luis Enrique, what a manager. Like, what he's achieved with PSG in the past 2 years is just insane. And don't get it twisted. Listen, the scoreline is 1-1, but it should not be 1-1. It should not be 1-1. PSG had 19 shots. 19 shots the whole game. They had 72% possession of football. They had nearly 900 passes. 900 passes, and that just shows how the game went. And honestly, football can get that way. Sometimes football gets like that. You know what I mean? You know, football can be punishing or rewarding sometimes. And lucky for PSG, you know, they got the job done on penalties. And honestly, if Arsenal had won in that manner, just embarrassing. Like, for me, no team can't, like, they can't win that way. They need, for you to win Champions League, you have to earn it. It's a rewarding thing. It's a massive thing. It's not something you can just scumbag your way through it. And the way they played in that final says so much. And like, you know, deep breaths, because I know everyone's heart sunk when I saw that Kai Havertz goal in the first 5 minutes. I was like, I just didn't know how to act. Like, I felt ill. I felt ill. I was sick. I was in a bad place. And I'm sure I wasn't the only one there. I was like, surely this is not how it's gonna go. Surely this is not how it's gonna achieve, like, just, no, it couldn't go that way. And thank God Dembele scoring the penalty with the, obviously, Kvaratskhelia winning the pen as well with the 1-2s. What a play as well. Didn't do much today. Again, when Arsenal's playing so far back and have 10 men in defence, it can be challenging. It can be challenging, but regardless of everything, they've done it, and I am happy they've done it because it could have went sideways real quick, real quick. But let's talk about the game. Let's talk about what happened. In my opinion, again, I don't know how Arsenal does it every time. PSG should have had 2-3 penalties. Easy. Easy. The first one was the second one. It comes corner, PSG's corner, he tries to clears it, he miskicks it, and the ball hits both of his hands. It goes 1 and a 2. And no penalty. Not even a review. VAR, where are you? Because that is a disgrace. That should have been a penalty. No question about it. No question about it. And that's one of them. The second one, more debatable, but wasn't obviously not a pen, but the build-up of the Arsenal's goal, of the Havertz goal, when Marquinhos tried to clear it, it hit one of the Arsenal's players in his arm. I think it was Trossard's arm, which then gets played through to Havertz and he proceeds to go and score. Yes, the shot was kind of close contact, close proximity, okay, but not even have a look at that? Not even have a look? I mean, what does Arsenal have on these referees? I don't understand. I don't understand. So, if we're talking about the game, they could have won 2-3, they could have had 2 goals minimum on penalties. Minimum on penalties. Now, people are going to say, oh, Enzo, but the foul Madueke, Nuno Mendes fouling Madueke. People could say, oh, that was a penalty. No, that was not a penalty. Guys, if you actually look at the footage, you see that Madueke, he's holding on, he's linking, he's literally like this, like that. He's literally holding onto his arm, pushing him down. Madueke is looking for the foul. He's literally looking for the foul. So, never, ever, that's not a penalty. I'm sorry, but that is not a penalty. And, yeah, obviously Arsenal fans being deluded as they are probably going to be like, oh, Enzo, you're just a hater. Oh, Enzo, you don't know ball. Oh, Enzo, look at the property. No. Anyone who knows football, who actually seen the actual proper footage of the foul, would say 100% that was not a penalty. Madueke was clearly looking for it, and that's that. Now, overall, guys, Arsenal, they set up for this. They wanted to go penalties. They wanted to do the penalty shootout. I am 1,000,000% sure that the training for the build-up of the final for Arsenal has been, has been mainly on the penalties. Has been what they've been working on the penalties. 100%. The way that they set up, and listen, them getting a goal was a cherry on top of the cake for them. They were like, okay, cool. Now we have space and room to concede a goal without dying to try and get a goal afterwards. But we can hold on and take it to pens. Because I'm pretty sure Arteta, the way Arteta set these men up, he wanted to be a stinkfest. He wanted it to be 0-0 the whole game and take it to pens and win it from there. Because he knew that Raya, he's a good keeper, especially on penalties. He knew that he could count on Raya to get at least 1 or 2 saves, which he did. He got a save. But the problem there was that he had to make sure that the penalty takers didn't miss once. They all scored. And lucky for us, that didn't happen. Too bad for Arteta. I don't know how Arsenal fans can watch this and be proud of their team. It's not pleasant football. It is not appealing to watch. It is boring. It is damaging football. It is crazy. How are you letting this happen? I can't understand. You guys were desperate to win a trophy. That's fine, whatever. You guys think what you want to think. But to me, if that's how I got to the final as a Liverpool fan, if my team got that way, not playing good football, don't get me wrong, I would still want to win it, but I would still be disgusted. I'll still be like, what on earth are we doing? It is a final. A final can go either way. A final can literally go, it depends on the day. It depends on the day. You could get a lucky goal. You could, things can happen in a final. But if you all play the whole 120 minutes defensively, like, how, like, it is just poor. Like, you just can't, like, it's just not, I don't know, I don't know how you can be proud of that. Do you know what I mean? The end of the day, today, Arsenal had one shot on target, and that being the goal. One shot on target in the final. Just shows that they just wanted to take it to penalties. And they took it to penalties, they got what they wanted, and still lost. Just, yeah. I don't know. They still lost. They got what they wanted, and they still lost. Listen, I said, when it went to pens, I said, listen, now Arsenal are favourites. Because from kickoff, or even before the game started, PSG was always going to be the favourites. They have a better attacking. They have a better team. They have they're more experienced. They've been in finals. They won it last season. So they were the favourites today. But as soon as they went penalties, I instantly said, yeah, PSG lost their leverage. They lost their leverage because who's that keeper in goal? Who's their keeper? If it was Donnarumma, different story, but it's not. I don't even know who that keeper is. He was poor in the penalty shootout today. He should have saved Rice's penalty kick. Like, Rice's penalty kick was literally not even in the corner. He barely dived. He just dropped on the floor like a sack of shit. Like, so he got lucky that the players scuffed their shot. Listen, everyone's saying, "Oh, Eze bags those." Eze came from Palace. Eze came from Crystal Palace. Eze's never been in a crucial, high intensity, pressurized moment like today. And everyone's surprised that he missed. No, I was not surprised. I literally called it. I'm like, he looked nervous. He looked shaky. He just wasn't feeling up to it. And for me, Arteta, he should have anticipated that because he came from Palace and he just wasn't built for that. He doesn't have that experience yet. He doesn't have that confidence. And yeah, completely missed the target. And I'm not shocked, and I know loads of people feels the same. And then obviously Eze misses, and then Raya makes a crazy save against Nuno Mendes. I can't even blame Nuno Mendes. That was a good penalty. It was literally going top bins pretty much, and Raya anticipates it, dives the right way, saved the ball with two hands, and listen, I knew Raya could save those. I knew he has that in his locker, and yeah, man, you gotta give credit, where credit is due. When Raya was pretty much the only Arsenal player that really wanted it today, and obviously, that being said, you can't blame him for not attacking. He's a keeper at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? So he played his part, and that's all he could do. That's literally all he could do. And yeah, so he had that crazy good shot. At that point, I was like, listen, that's going to boost Arsenal's confidence, that's going to urge them on to try and, finish it, just put the game to bed. And here comes thinking the fifth penalty taker, thinking, I thought it was going to be Madueke. But then I see Gabriel Magalhaes. I'm like, what? a centre back taking the most crucial penalty in Arsenal's history, because he knew that Arsenal needed to win this game today because they've never won a Champions League. They never won a Champions League, and didn't manage it. He didn't, like. Why is Arteta putting him as fifth penalty taker when you have Madueke? Madueke's an attacker, by the way. Like, did Madueke shit himself and said he didn't want to take it? Like, hello? That's just crazy to me because, yeah, can't even blame Gabriel. I mean, that's not his job. His job was to defend today, and that's what he did. He put in crazy good tackles in today, saved Arsenal quite a few times in today's game. So can't blame him. But hey, takes it, skies it, and I'm not surprised. I wouldn't put a centre back to take the last penalty that it was a must score. Anyway, not complaining. But yeah, Arsenal got what they deserved. Honestly, like if they thought they could play that way and somehow win it, they need to think that they need to, they need to think that shit through again, because that was just a disgrace the way they played today. And thank you PSG once again for saving football, because PSG deserved the win today. They deserved to win the whole competition, to be fair. They just played outstanding. That game against Bayern Munich, outstanding. So they deserved it. And when you play that way, then you deserve to win the Champions League. You're the best team in Europe. And that's what happened, because if Arsenal were the best team in Europe, they would have won it, and they didn't. And listen, they came close, and too close for comfort, but yeah, man, don't celebrate too early, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, anyway guys, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, hype, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave your comments down who you thought was your man of the match. I think for me, I'm gonna give it, wow, a lot of players played well, but Vitinha, man, holding that midfield down, even with a hamstring, like he was limping at one point, like, no, he's just an outrageous player. And so yeah, I'm gonna give it to him. But leave your comments down below who you thought it was your man of the match, and we breathe again. We breathe.